my gosh, there's so many of you. Oh my god, you're resubbing. Dave, thank you for 31 months. Absolutely insane. Bounding, thank you for your prime, but also 28 months. How have it gotten to those big of numbers? That's insanity. That's ridiculous. That's wild. That is wild. Those are crazy numbers. I agree. $31 is crazy. First of all, how have I been streaming long enough for that to be a thing? Second of all, why have you been here that long? You no longer say the age in month. Yeah, at this point it should just be like 2 years. Thank you so much. This is a huge compliment and a huge ego boost. Thank you so much. I also realized I did not brush my hair. Don't worry about it. It's a clean brow. You're not getting rid of me. Bored on weekday evenings, I guess. Bitch. I'll be right back. I need to get my coffee. Just had a watermelon. Ugh. Ugh. You had ice cream bonbons. You're waiting for food to arrive. You just had an apple. I have Egos. Because I'm a grown woman who eats like a baby. Well, babies can't eat like us, but. Being gluten-free and dairy-free hurts my heart. I imagine so. All I want is sourdough and ice cream. I'm so sorry. Okay, I can't do that here. Ow. I have a gnarly zit right in here, and it's recovering from surgery. By surgery, I mean me in my bathroom with tweezers and Q-tips. You did find vegan ice cream with oat milk and no eggs. That's possible. Well, there you go. I bet. If you find some like gluten-free cookies or something, it'll make the ice cream taste even better. I've decided that. Can I help you, ma'am? There's just a snoot. If I am a crackers, gluten-free, but they're really dry. Can you just douse everything in chocolate syrup? Is chocolate syrup dairy? It makes you want to drink water more, but that's that. There you go. There you go. I've decided we're gonna do more of these coffee date, just chatting stream. Because I have so many little projects or little chores that I need to do. And like after last week, my desk is decently clean. At least for the first time it has been in months. So. Also, I'm going to be honest, my hand was hurting real bad yesterday. And I'm wondering if it's because I played video games all weekend. So we're giving her a little break. Oh, it feels so bad. Did you take any photos of Doug's birthday? You have to drink well at this elevation. It started at winter sports, but it goes for all elevations. I was gonna say, I know you're in the Netherlands, but I wasn't under the impression you lived in the mountains. Am I thinking of Switzerland? Netherlands has mountains. This is not. I would like to see Netherlands, Europe. Yes, please. But then I want. There we go. Yeah. I'm not seeing mountains. There's elevations? Really, in fact, was thinking of Switzerland. Wait, where is Switzerland? Oh, there it is. Okay, question. Where is The Sound of Music based? Because I know they have to cross the mountains. Are they in Germany? Crossing the mountains to where? To Italy? To Austria? You can get to Austria without going through mountains. They are going to Austria. You own winter sport to France. You would go to Austria. Fascinating. The Sound of Music is in Austria. They're crossing the mountains into Switzerland. Okay, that makes more sense. You can tell how good my European histories classes were. I'm gonna be honest, I learned more about the countries in Africa and South America and Central America than I did anywhere else in the world. Which I feel like is a decent amount of coverage. It's like half the planet. I'm not saying it's great. I'm just saying at least. A little bit about the Middle East. They're closer neighbors, yeah. I mean, Africa isn't, but... On this episode of American Learns About Europe. We only learned about Europe and everything we colonized, which is still the entire world, but... That's funny. Navel gazing. What the fuck does that mean? Why are you looking at belly buttons? What metaphor is that? That's not a thing. That's not. This. Since two of our Netherlands girlies are here. In elementary school, when you were playing with jump ropes, did you play double dutch? They glossed over Britain's role in slavery. Oof. I will say, like, we learned about slavery. And we learned about civil rights movement. But I do feel like they definitely tried to, like, make it seem a lot more mellow than it was. But you called it double dutch? Interesting. Or, like, did you call it something else in Dutch? Made eggs for baby. Went to Starbucks for a pup cup. Oh my god. Went to the dog park. He met another dog named Doug. Big old black lab who loved the ball just as much as our Doug. He went to Taco Bell. Got him a bowl of steakies. Then he got a bath because he was disgusting. And then he had to kick the side of your head. JJ would shit herself. Meant to show it's too focused on yourself. Oh, you're just looking down at yourself. I hear you. You do not call it double dutch. Interesting. Double dutch? Surely once is enough. I don't think he ate for the next couple days. There are a host of phrases in English that include the word Dutch. This is hardly surprising as the Netherlands is just a few miles across the sea from England. We don't have many expressions that include French, so why the interest in Dutch? 2 reasons: trade and war. Both England and Holland, which is what most people call the Netherlands, have a vigorous and wide-ranging maritime trading tradition that dates back to the 16th century. First of these imports was Dutch sauce, which we now call Hollandaise. It was just in this moment that I realized Hollandaise has Holland in the word. We also have Dutch cheese, Dutch barn, Dutch hoe. That's you guys. Dutch oven. Wait. Thank you, Nick. Thank you. Thank you. Okay, hold on. Dutch treat means no treat. Each person pays for their own expenses. We go Dutch. You want to go Dutch? It doesn't explain why it has Dutch in it, but Double Dutch is in fact a synonym for High Dutch and is a slur on the Germans rather than the Dutch. Dutch was originally the generic name for both Germans and, as they were formerly called, Hollanders. It's very normal here, too, Lisana. Okay, here we go. Double Dutch is also the name of children's skipping game in which 2 ropes are used. It's a reference to Alan Gomes' The Traditional Games of England, Scotland, and Ireland, 1894. But it doesn't say why. It doesn't say why. Dutch are cheapskates. Yeah, we're stingy. Comes from Dutch, which means German in Dutch. So, is it actually accurate to call you Dutch? Nick, that's cute. Very modern of you. Pennsylvanian Dutch is actually dialect of German. I knew that. Y'all are basically calling us German. Woof! Shall I call you Low Dutch? Because according to that article, Low Dutch was to refer to the Hollanders, and High Dutch is the Germans. My Low Dutchies. Definitely doesn't sound condescending at all. Pennsylvania Dutch aren't real people. So should we be calling you Hollanders? Shall I call you Hollandaise? Some of y'all are calling us Yanks, so I don't even feel that bad. Where does the phrase Yankee come from? Yankee Doodle came to town riding on his pony. Yankee Doodle, keep it up and eat your macaroni. Low touch sounds bad. I agree. It may also be used by citizens of other countries as a derogatory term for Americans who exhibit poor behavior. The Netherlanders. Okay. No, I don't want to sign up for your newsletter, but thank you. Wait, Yankee comes from the Dutch? Of course it does. Oh, are you sure? Because this person says it's one theory that the British came up with it. This one claims it comes from Native Americans, their Cherokee word for coward. Some linguists suggest it may be a corruption of the word Yank, which means young fellow, or the German word Yankee, meaning blonde. I don't think this article is very accurate. No, wait, that's... Holland and the Netherlands are different? Because it just said that the proper term for the Netherlands would be Holland. But Holland is different. The most widely accepted theory is Yankee is derived from a Dutch name or word. In the 17th century, Dutch settlers in the New York area also used the term Yank, a diminutive form of Jan. Yank? Is it Yank or Yank? Yank feels more right. Because we have Da Vienna and we have Lizana. Yankee. Yankee. Also used as slang for someone who cries a lot. By the mid-18th century, the term Yankee was used by the British to refer to colonists in New England, especially those who were rebellious or opposed to British rule. Then, during the American Revolution, it became closely associated who fought against British. The song Yankee Doodle is a British song mocking Americans. Wait, I did not know that. And then it was adopted as a patriotic anthem. The song's lyrics, initially intended to ridicule Americans, reinterpreted by the colonists as a badge of honor. And then in the 19th century, during the Civil War, it was used most commonly by Southerners to refer to the Northerners. It's a negative connotation in the South. And now you have the New York Yankees. International usage. Used to refer to Americans in general, regardless of their background. Foreigners, particularly in Europe and Latin America, use Yankees to describe all Americans. Interesting. Old common name. Holland is only 2 out of 12 provinces. Yankee Doodle came to town, riding on his pony, stuck a feather in his hat and called it macaroni. Yankee Doodle, keep it up, Yankee Doodle dandy. It is to mock you to become patriotic. It's Zach! Oh my god, it's Yankee Doodle. Came to town. You riding on your pony? I am powerless against my compulsion to collect 450 channel points. 10 stream streak. Let's fucking go, bitch. Thank you, Luke and Rosie. It's an honor to have you here. Mostly Rosie. Luke, you're welcome too, I guess. By association. BOGO, I guess. I have to do laundry. That is one of the chores we are doing today. Whoops. I updated my computer. Microsoft is trying so hard to be Apple. All of my icons are now in the center of my toolbar. They did not used to be there. I do not know why they are there now. Oh my god, I also have so many things that I have bought in the last 2 weeks that are finally here that I need to show you. One of the things, Nassim and I hung out this weekend. We went a bunch of places. One of which was Goodwill, which is our like most common thrift store. And I got a poncho. And Nassim and I both decided that if anyone could be a poncho girl this fall, it's me. You call yourself Netherlanders. Any more questions for the Netherlanders? So I'm very excited. Look at the ruffle, the asymmetry, the color. Like, stop. If anyone's gonna be a poncho girl, it's me. With little booties and jeans. I'm gonna be so cute and so warm. Anyway. We have several piles. One pile is just things to hang. That's all the way over there. So a new one is starting here. Isn't it cute? It's such a good color too. It was expensive for Goodwill, but it's Anthropologie, so of course they're gonna price it up. It's also the only way I could ever afford clothing from Anthropologie. Ugh. Okay. This is a nighttime shirt. Although I did, I think, bring it to Ireland as like a normal shirt. For field days. How would you wear that with a jacket? I would not wear that with a jacket. I would say it's for the days that are like cold, but not so cold you need a coat. But also you have to remember, I'm a fashion girly, so my comfort's not the priority. That sometimes it becomes a priority with shoes. Sometimes. Yes, I would wear it. Or like a long sleeve shirt. Like a little turtleneck. This was especially fun to show off when I was actually on campus. Is pretty much a mini skirt and a turtleneck. And then depending on how cold it is, determines what boots I wear. So like knee highs if it's super cold, because then I can wear thick socks. Usually a pair of tights or two, depending on the tights. I love a good turtleneck. I'm really picky about turtlenecks because if it's too tight, I choke, you know, and not in the cute way. I have a really cute turtleneck. Well, it might not be a turtleneck. It might be like a normal, which I don't normally wear those kinds of necks. Now I can't remember. I don't think it is a turtleneck. Anyway, I have several very cute turtlenecks. How was everyone's weekend? Oops. I always showed up homeless. Do you want to expand on that statement? You don't have to. See, my only issue with layering is I was primarily a transit user, which involved a lot of walking. And so I like couldn't go through the different temperature feelings. So you just kind of sucked it up and hoped that you would warm up as you walked. I love a good a scarf. A scarf was helpful. Looking homeless. Okay. I should have been more specific. I was like, Girly Pop, it's okay if you were homeless. I am confused where you're showing up. But that's okay. This needs to get hung up. I don't know why I put it there. Part of my problem, side note, is I have too many pants. That pile is just skirts and pants I need to put away. Most of the dark clothes are pajamas. Or like t-shirts for that was a real serious JK. Like, what are we? I agree. You have too many shirts, not enough pants. I feel like that's an okay problem. Especially if they're like neutral colored pants. I have a lot of jeans because I went up a size. And then when I came back from Ireland, I went back down a size. But I was up a size for like 8 months. Like I waited to make sure it was going to stick before I bought new pants. Bought new pants, couple new skirts, and now they're slightly too big. Which is like not a horrible problem to have, but I like my pants to like sit on their own. I don't like relying on a belt. You get some nice fabric ASMR. I'm gonna move my mic. I need more plain shirts and plain skirts. I have a habit of getting very excited when I see something cute and patterned, especially with skirts, which makes them very hard to mix and match. Veer towards autumn clothes. Autumn colors. I love that. My office does not represent how I dress, and I find that very funny. trying to like hide my undies off screen because that feels like the wrong type of content. But there are also a lot of undies here. Was the primary reason I did laundry. You have enough points for a wiggle walk? Please don't make me do a wiggle walk right now. It has been a millennia, I will admit. Okay, we're just gonna skip the undies for now because I'm too anxious about it. I need to call and schedule an appointment for my stupid hand. This was my camp staff shirt my first year. And I love it. It's such a good like design that I still wear it. Ugh, yes. But also pink. And purple. Navy. Love a good navy. Oh, you've got navy on there. Ugh, such good colors. Especially with your hair, Lisana. Yeah, bounding. What is it, like 2 years ago at this point? I accidentally bought like 30 pairs of underwear. I know what you're thinking. Really, how do you accidentally buy that many pieces of underwear? Well, you see, there was a sale, so I was buying a lot of underwear, and then it turns out I had added everything to the cart twice. But I wasn't reading the quantity number closely. So when it came, I had doubles of all. But then, when you have little monthly accidents, if it's too gnarly, I had so many undies, I was like, well, I don't have to keep it. And now there are too little. Bamboo Basics. Also, I saw a Choo Choo. Hi, Choo Choo. I love the tattoo too. Oh, interesting. Didn't we turn that off? Don't use that campaign link. It's closed. But consider donating to Fuck Cancer. One new vape, 2 lines of coat. This is a neutral skirt I made myself buy. It's a little worn at the waistband, but 3 drinks at the bar. 1 line of coat. Oh, here's another rare t-shirt that I wear because I just think it's really cool. I don't wear t-shirts often though. This was one of the first shirts I stole from Brie a million years ago. She doesn't wear 3/4 anymore. It just randomly switched to another person's stream. Damn, Twitch. Is it because I was talking about underwear? The hell? I wonder how many of these shirts are Brie's that still fit her versus ones that I've stolen that don't fit her anymore. My hand is starting to hurt from this. Skirt girly, my butt would literally be seen by everyone. Look, that's just part of the risk. You just accept it from the start. Why are they looking, you know? That's my question. I wish I was a longer skirt girly, but I just can't do it. I think part of it is I never know what shoes to wear. And I like my legs to look as long as they are. And so certain shoes with long skirts just make my legs look stumpy. I think I could do like the Lorelai Gilmore, like calf length skirt, or at least knee length skirt with like the tall leather boots. But I don't have tall heeled leather boots. And right now, all of them are like cowboy boots, which I thought Gen Z was bringing back like Y2K and 90s. Like, you are a dog mom to a boy dog. They gotta mark everything and poop everywhere. Oh, I see. I see. That's when you get scorts. This is boring. I hate doing laundry. My pajama pile's getting too tall. I've gotta get rid of things. Tennis! Tennis, thank you for 28 months! Thank you, Zero. Thank you for 28 months, Tennis. Keep an eye on your post box. Fortunate with JJ, Doug's a hot mess. Nick, I would more say I'm fortunate with Brie. I'm not the one doing it. I mean, the primary reason right now is because my hand. If there's ever a situation where she's trying to like go after something, my instinct is gonna be to use both hands, and that's gonna f up my tumor hand. Like it's gonna hurt me very bad. Shoving your face into each piece required. I don't do that with my laundry. So that's just the major accident waiting to happen, which is the primary reason right now I'm not taking her ever. Shoving your face into each piece. Am I doing that? Now I'm gonna pay more attention. Do you not like the smell of your detergent? My detergent smells like nothing. Are you talking about like doing this? I mean, I could fold it down here, but it's like in the way of my knees. I guess I could man spread. Let me try man spreading. I really want to get a sense of what Zero experiences. Okay, I see. It does hurt my legs. They're like 3 or 4 in a row, but why not? I'm not flexible enough to man spread. Yeah, it may have been me yawning. You've been snorfing the laundry, apparently. I hadn't realized. Zero can never just let me live. Oh, this one's fun. I don't wear it on stream. I do exclusively man spread. No, that's what I imagine. I imagine Zero extra man spreads just to be obnoxious. Oh my god, I'm basically doing the splits right now. It says Dirt Geek. But I'm always worried that if I wear it in public, it's gonna like get like wrinkled or something so that it looks like it says dirty geek, and I don't want to go there. I'm not smelling them. It's just, they're near my face, I guess. Speaking of fuck cancer, hey. God, y'all can never just let me live. That time I was like resting my head on it. I don't have to explain myself to you. Just a bunch of meanie heads. What to cut off the elasticated waistband so it fits better? The waistband is elastic? Oh, crew neck. I was thinking t-shirt. Swept. Yeah, no, that took. Take back everything I said. I noticed nothing. Such bullshit. Oh, I'm finally listening to the Sabrina Carpenter song since pretty sure it was Zero, and my wife bullied me about it. Here's another random t-shirt Rayleigh wears. I don't know what it's for. It's cool. I stole it from Brie. She doesn't know what it's for either. She just buys clothes from PacSun that she thinks are cool. Honey, I love you, but did you notice you do this? It's hilarious. First it was eating soap, now it's sniffing the soap. Arguably, it's getting better. I'm not smelling it. Oh my god. I have too many pajama shirts. I knew what you're thinking. Really, it's not that bad. This is just the dark, dirty clothes. It doesn't include all the clean clothes or the light clothes. However, I do have like 3 handfuls of clean undies now. So, and towels. These are all clothes that need to get hung up. I don't have enough hangers for them though. Because I need to get rid of clothes because I have a problem. You know, I was so excited. It was probably the top 2 albums to come out this year. No, I like it. I didn't like that I got bullied. If has similar vibes to Casey Musgrave's music, where like it's almost country, but it's mostly pop. Like it's almost folksy, but not. I wear some people know Doug and me are related. Brie was playing it in the car, and I was like, "Wait, is this the new album?" And she was like, "Yeah." And I was like, "Turn it off. I don't want to listen to it." And she was like, "What do you mean?" And I was like, "Well, I don't like spoilers. I like to listen into like from start to finish all in one go." And she was like, "Bailey, the album's been out for like over a week." And I was like, "Yeah, sorry I was using my ears for other things." Also, her birthday presents came in a long roundabout way. Long story short, all I say is she already knows what the presents are. And she was like sassy about her presents yesterday. She was like, wait, do I actually already know what all my presents are? And I was like, yeah, you do. Actually, I won't open this. I'll show you the other one. And she like seemed so disappointed. I was like, are you upset about the presents? Or are you upset that you know what the presents are? And she was like, I guess I'm upset I know what they are. And I was like, yeah, well then you shouldn't have fucking asked. I lost it. Where could it have possibly gone? It was right here. Okay, well, I lost mine. When's her birthday? Friday. Here's one of the things I spent money on in the last 2 weeks. I never buy things that I see off TikTok. Ever. But the damn Get Your Sticky, they got to me. And I got the big combo pack, which came with a like mini lint roller for your bag. I got a separate one for Brie that's black because the one I got was part of the big set, which is purple, and I lost the purple one. I don't know where the purple one went. I put it right there so that I could put it in my bag, but it's not there. I don't know where it went. Anyway, it came with one pocket lint roller. It came with one of those scrapey things. Oh, it's right here on my desk because I wanted to show you on stream. It was hidden under a keyboard. It came with one, like, I'm not gonna say traditional shaped because normally it'd be like this. It's like this. Came with a giant one. And it came with a glove for like washing or brushing the dog. We already have some of those, but this one, the one I got is purple. It matches. It is a lint roller. It is a giant reusable lint roller. Zero. It was sitting right in front of me, clear as day, just under a keyboard. I'm not messy. I have ADHD. And I'm on meds that make my memory even worse than usual. Anyway, I played with it last night. I feel like a little kid again. I didn't properly wash it, but okay, it's not as sticky as it was yesterday because, again, I didn't properly wash it. So I'll show you. And you just wash it under warm water. And then if it kind of loses, which this one's covered in fuzz, which is why it's not sticky. And if it ever becomes like not sticky enough, you just wash it with Blue Dawn dish soap. That's what we use anyway. It's so sticky. It gets so much off the floor. It was so gross. It's so fun to play with. Look how pretty it is. So anyway, I was like running around my living room last night like a little kid. Just mopping. I've only had it for one evening, so I'm very excited to see how long it lasts, but also how much it helps. Because cleaning wise right now, it's been hard for me to be a good housewife with my hand because the vacuum that we have is like a lot. Look how nasty it is. It's a lint mallet. Oh, it's so gross. Hold on. I'm gonna wash it off. I don't care if this already exists. I don't even know. I'm sure other things like this already exist. I don't care. Also, I just discovered this comes off, which is good because hair was getting stuck in the thing, but it's okay, it just pops out. Really is the person that would gag smelling something and go, oh my god, you have to smell how bad this is. I am. That is true. I don't need one, but I kind of want one. So, I'm not trying to sell you this. I just wanted to show you how excited I am. But it does pick up everything. So like crumbs, pieces of paper, the red. Also, keep in mind dust. Dust is your flesh. It is your dirty, gross skin cells. Ew! 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 I have to wash it off. If I really wanted to gross you out, I would bring over the pile of hairballs that just came off this, just from doing that 3 times. Which represents to you how often I vacuum my office. Not to call myself out. It's because the vacuum's really heavy and Bree won't agree to come do it for me. Oh my god. Oh, what a lovely sound. Listen. Oh, hold on. Good. Good. Little hand one. On my desk. Nice cleaning ASMR, you're welcome. I'm gonna be honest, I hate normal dusters because I feel like you're just pushing the dust around. This doesn't push the dust around. They do use those in some ASMR videos. Watch out, y'all. I'm an ASMR artist. Ew! Oh, I gotta go wash it off. Hi, JJ. Mommy's just playing with her new toys. Bald spot. Spotted. Bald spot. Spotted. Bald spot. Bald spot. Bald spot. And then there's a little pocket one for your purse. On my head? The fuck, bro? Anyway, so I got Brie a black version because she doesn't like purple. Anyway. So that's one of her presents, and then I think it was last year she wanted a pocket knife. So I got her a really cool pocket knife that had like all of the functions, and when I gave it to her, she was like, okay. And I was like, what? You wanted a pocket knife? And she was like, yeah, one for like my keychain. You got me like the blah, blah, blah. And she was like making fun of it. So this year I got her the smallest pocket knife. Yeah, but I'm insecure about my bald spot. I don't even know what it's from. It's just there. Are you making fun of it? Bitch, I see your bald spot. Little bitch. It's okay. I forgive you. Who doesn't like purple? I mean, she probably doesn't dislike purple, but like, if I had the option to get her a pretty purple marble one, or I don't know. Ooh, it's green inside. You know. Anyway. No, this is not a part. It should not be this big. This is how thin my hair is right there. It's the thinnest part of my all my hair. Whereas if it's parted on this side, there is not as big of a chunk. And I genuinely don't know who it's from. It's more obvious when my hair is pulled back. Because this one goes like back further than this one does. But I gave up trying to move my natural part. I used to in middle school, in high school, I used to try to force my hair to go to this side to help cover it up. It wasn't as bad as it is now. But she just doesn't want to part on that side. She doesn't want to. Yeah, so my hair. I got too much hair, girl. I don't want more hair. It would just be nice, you know, if this spot, it could grow slightly thicker and match the rest of my fucking head. It's just in this one spot. It's so thin. And as someone not used to having thin hair, very confusing. Also, you can see how light my roots are. Anyway. You have a bald spot on both sides, but without any hair. Anyway, I didn't brush my hair today, so I was going for like cool girl, messy hair, and then it got messier than it was. I do need to get my hair redone. It was blonde roots. Yeah, it's not obvious on camera. Also, if I call myself a blonde, I'm one of the girls that would get made fun of on the internet. Because the individual strands are clearly blonde, but it accumulates into like a dirty blonde, or what the internet wants us to call very light brown. It doesn't count as blonde, even though it's dark blonde. It's such a dumb argument that happens, and I recognize that like some of it is white women clinging to the like societal connotations and like racism, internalized racism of being like bright blonde. But also, I've never met someone with dirty blonde hair who was like anal about it. They were like, yeah, it's blonde, it's dark blonde. Unless you're platinum, you're considered brown. Yeah, like it's I swear to God, it's the only hair color that isn't allowed to have a spectrum. Which I just find really funny. But at the end of the day, if that's the thing you want to be pissed about, then fine. You know, I was actually thinking about that though. There's so many videos of people just being like butthurt about people doing things or enjoying things. And I'm just kind of like, what is your problem? Just like let them have fun. Like who cares? But then that same logic could be applied to the people who are butthurt and like pissed off about it. And it's like, you know what? Fine. If you want to just be grumpy and complain and make fun of people, whatever. At the end of the day, why do you care what anyone does? But then why do I care about the people who care what other people do? My dad was strawberry blonde as a kid. It turned dark brown. Mine was pretty blonde as a kid. Pretty bright brown. And then it gets in the sun, like at camp every summer, it would get really bright. This first summer I worked at camp. Let me find a photo. It was before I started dyeing my hair. So that's the proof. Really doesn't matter at the end of the day. Genuinely doesn't matter. I liked the strawberry blonde it turned into while I was in Ireland, but it's already faded and gone away. I was platinum blonde for like a minute. It did not look very good on me, in my opinion. Like it was fun in the moment, and I enjoyed it while I had it, and I'm glad that I did it. I feel like Strawberry Blonde does look, like, of all the reds, looks the most natural on me, in my opinion. But I'm also so used to seeing myself that color red because it always fades into that. Does that make sense? Hold on, there's one particular photo I'm looking for. I like the darker red. It just... Where is it? Oh wait, no, it would have been before this. Okay. It doesn't even look like me, damn. Okay, it's not the photo I want to use because I don't love that photo of me, but we'll just get over it. I can't let my outsides match my insides. You have to get to know me to know I'm blonde on the inside. Flaxen hair. Wait, what does flax look like? Oh. Okay, hold on. I have to... I don't know how to do this without showing you it, so we're just gonna have to do this quickly. Okay. Okay, so this is me 2017. Red hair that got faded, and it turns into like strawberry blonde with darker roots. And then we have, this is me as a baby. You can see how blonde it is. Also, look, it's my mom. Do I look like her? Oh my god, I just realized I have her eyebrows. She has one that is naturally slightly arched, and she has this one which is just fucking round. Wait, no. I mean, it would be flipped. Just kidding. I don't think I have her eyeballs. Or her hair. She's probably 27 in this photo. Yes, my mom is a cloning machine, correct. I do feel like without my glasses, I look slightly more like my dad, but... I just, because the camera is mirrored, and I just realized that. So if this photo was actually, then no, well, it's my pointy one's on this side of her face. Anyway, here you go. So this is me when I was 3. You can see how blonde my hair is. And then it darkened. But this is me, my first summer at camp. So you can see, no, this would have been my second summer at camp. No, this was the year I met Bree. No, this was... This would have been my second. This would have been 2016. Sorry, it took me a minute because of the glasses. I don't think I had those glasses when I was with Brie. Oh, I did! Okay, anyway, this is 2015, so you can see I've been dyeing my hair red, but then my roots grew out, and you can see, because I've been in the sun, it's blonde again. So Brie makes fun of me when I say I'm a natural blonde, but like, it's not like I was getting that much sun. I spent most of my time in the woods. This is one of the only open areas. It's just dark blonde. Whatever. I don't have to justify, but I'm just showing the many colors of Rayleigh's hair. This is a more like edited version of that same summer. This would have been later. That one would have been later in the year. This one would have, or later in the summer. This is like July. You can tell because my roots haven't grown out as much. Anyway, this is Brie and I's first photo together. Look at the babies. Look, we're such babies. Look at her little baby face. I just want to chew on it. Trying to think, how am I making that face? There it is. Squinting because of the sun. This is me at high school graduation. So this is before summer's even started. That's my hair color. And people would make fun of me for saying I'm blonde. Like, you can even see me next to a platinum. Her hair is naturally platinum. Like, I don't know what to tell you. I know, I sound just like the people that they're making fun of. I know, I also think it's funny. Here's baby Rayleigh. Itty bitty. With my straight across bangs. I just want to chew on my little nose. That's so cute. Here's also baby Rayleigh, but like in dark lighting. Apparently with the flash on. I have no memory of this. There are some memories I have of this age. I have no memory of this. I look like a tomboy in this photo. Look how short my hair is. And then this is me my first summer before I've been dyeing my hair, after graduation, and then it's been in the sun. Oh, I still have straight across bangs. I just haven't cut my hair recently. Oh, this is one of my birthdays. My mom made me. It looks like she's been sobbing. My mom made me a mermaid Barbie cake. The tail is, what is it called? The fruit roll-ups. And then it had little gummy sharks. And this is one of my favorite dresses. It had the Powerpuff Girls on it, if I remember correctly. I don't know why I'm making this face. I had a hard time learning how to smile. But I also feel like my chin got pointier. But I kind of feel like my face hasn't changed. I feel like I just scaled up. If anything, my cheeks got bigger. You are correct, Zero. Blossom is the best Powerpuff Girl. I even have this same like indent here. Same dimple. Same nose. Just a slightly, if anything, my nose is rounder now. Pointier. Same, only arched on this side eyebrow. It's more of a cheekbone now. Good old classic 90s cameras, huh? Anyway. Zero, I'm starting to feel like you're making fun of me. I usually eat some buttercup flowers because, you know, I was buttercup. Oh my god. Okay, wait. I found more. I found more. This would have been graduation inside, not under stadium lights. Again, people laughed when I said I was blonde. I don't... Girl, you're blonde too. That girl was so weird. Another one of my blonde friends that people call blonde, who kind of like giggled when I said I was blonde. Oh, I disagree. Those glasses were incredible. Or are you talking about Baby Rayleigh? Obsessed with these glasses. I miss these glasses. Oh, look, it's me and Jamie. I need to stop hovering over people. Oh my god, oh my god, oh my god. I look like a demon child. My mom definitely has a thicker bottom lip. Look at Baby Rayleigh! Who's Jamie? Jamie comes in stream sometimes. They made the first version of the Berry Badge. Fun fact. Oh my god, this was one of my favorite birthdays. Jamie looks kind of gender non-conforming. Well, that's good you say that because they are trans. And recently got their tatas chopped off. You went into this giant closet and got dressed in ball gowns, which now I'm realizing is totally like it would never happen. The fact that we were like undressing this giant room. And then they would take you to this ballroom and you would learn how to dance. This was one of my friends from swing class. She was kind of like a friend of a friend. I was insistent I have the butterfly dress. The top did not fit me great. This is the friend that turned into a cop. This is Rachel. I went to her wedding last summer. This is the daughter of one of my mom's best friends. This girl was friends with her and her and her. This was my step cousin. This was my stepsister. And this was actually one of my childhood best friends. We lost touch, but we both looked for fairies with each other. And this was during my rose-colored glasses phase. Quite literally. This is one of the photos my mother took of me crying. You know, this is controversial nowadays, where people are like, it's so inappropriate that you would take a moment to take a photo if your child is having a tantrum. Like, that is just so disrespectful. My mom was doing it in the 90s. I grew up fine. I took a great photo of Diamond one year wearing this exact outfit. I think for Mother's Day? I'm not sure. I don't know where that photo is. It was classic though. This is one I've shown before. Baby Rayleigh. Baby Pink Rayleigh with her goth mom. Rayleigh in high school. Okay, actually, this is really cute. This is a really cute story. Okay. So when I was in kindergarten, I'm not a parent, but I genuinely don't see the problem with you taking a second to, especially toddlers, because they have tantrums about literally the dumbest things. Oh, my mom 100% would have posted that online if she could. She probably emailed it to people. Toddlers literally throw a tantrum for you not letting them touch the stove. Like, toddlers and babies are stupid. Anyway, in kindergarten for my birthday, which is always at the end of the school year, my mom brought ice cream cone clowns from Baskin Robbins for everyone in the class. And it was legendary. People brought it up in like 4th grade. They were like, oh my God, Rayleigh, remember when your mom brought ice cream cones for your birthday? Literally, when a bunch of us reconnected, like in 2018, someone brought them up. They were like, remember when Rayleigh's mom brought ice cream for our, like, incredible. So for senior year of high school, my mom did the same thing. That's her in the background. She did the same thing for my yearbook class. She brought clown cones. Clown ice cream cones. Like, she started and then ended, and oh my God, I'm gonna cry about it all over again. It's one of the cutest, most thoughtful things my mother's ever done. I say that... Anyway. There was only one photo of my sister where they're actively not crying. You can see the tears gathering in her eyes. Anyway. Ugh. One of the cutest things ever. Here's a photo of baby Rayleigh sitting on a gorilla with baby mom. She's probably my age in this photo. We're close. This is a family friend. And that's the cutest thing in the world. Here's me as a snail. Here's me in high school. This was a spirit day. Oh, here's me at prom. Again, my hair is blonde. I don't know. Young pride of place in my grandparents' house. That's so cute. That's so freaking cute. Here's me as Mrs. Bennet. Way too young looking to be playing the daughter, the mother, but here's me with baby Diamond. We've been playing in water and she was wet. That's why I'm making a bad face. She was so small. Anyway. I miss my dead dog. Show your bond with evidence. With evidence. I'm sure it's darker now. That was all like 10 years ago. But, you know, I need a haircut. So bad. Your parents have tons of photos of you covered in food. I was and still am a messy eater. Look, at least you're self-aware. I'm gonna be honest, Lasana, this is not the first time I have cut my bangs on stream. Unless you're being sarcastic. I can never tell sometimes with you guys. I don't have my round brush. It's better. If only you had something sticky to clean up the bangs! Okay, it might be too big of a chunk. I am bewildered. Oh, yeah. It's not a first for Rayleigh. Here's the thing. Oh, there we go. It was just dirty. It's like it never happened. Okay, but I would need you to get out of here in order to properly. So how does that work? I think this is meant for you to hold it. Okay, the pocket one is less clear on how to properly clean it. Yeah, look, I'm not gonna pretend I'm the most prepared person, okay? Usually I just cut them on a whim over my sink, and then I'm so confused why the sink is clogged. Okay, so the pocket one, a lot less easy to, okay, pop out, which I suppose is a good thing, but hold on, I'll be right back. I have to clean them. Now, I did just wash this out into the sink, thus putting the hair into the sink, but I didn't think about that until it was too late. So. Anyway. It's better. Now Seneca can't see my bald spot. Suck it, Seneca. Seneca? Seneca. I just joshing you. Oh, I have more shopping to expose myself for. How am I supposed to put this back? Doesn't fit. Okay. First up, I got these disposable plates for reasons. They were $5. It's 24, and they're like thick too. Like they're the good disposable plates. And then they had matching big ones. But there were only 12 of these. Also $5. Look how pretty they are. For reasons. And then Nassim and I found the Halloween things that we needed. So, first off, when Brie and I went to Target, they had beautiful ceramic pumpkins. So of course I had to get one. Brie would not let me get the very shimmery, iridescent or pearlescent ghost cookie jar because she said, what are you gonna put in it? And I was like, why would I put anything in it? And she was like, it's a cookie jar. And I was like, it's a ghost. Anyway, so I got the pink, right? But then I was like, I wish I could put my mantle. I wish I could decorate my mantle as like pink pastel Halloween. But Brie would never let me. Oh darn. But then Nassim and I went to Home Goods. It's pink. It's baby pink with a gold. Oh. So I was like, oh no, now I have 2 pink pumpkins. What am I gonna do? And then I saw this really cute pumpkin photo frame, which is obnoxious for the size of the photo it is. They could have just done a honk one. And I was like, oh, it's teal. And I have pink pumpkins now. Maybe I'll just make it pastel and Brie can just live with it. And then so JJ has this butt juice issue. Okay, where she won't stop accidentally excreting her anal glands all over the house, mostly on our bed. Which means every time it happens, we have to clean the comforter. I can't remember what you guys call it. The big blanket that's on top, which is a pain in the ass. So we've been keeping like a throw blanket, which is big, over that. And then it's easy, and we have a backup one waiting to be put, and so we could just, but I was like, ugh, I want one for Halloween. But if I'm gonna put up all this pastel things, I need a pastel one. But it still has to be gender neutral enough that Brie can't question it. But then all of the ones that were cute were the wrong size. Like they were all too small. And then, oops, still a plasticky. But then, as I was about to give up, I found her. She is slightly too small, I'll be honest, but she fit enough. And when I brought it home, Brie got excited and was talking about how cute it is. It's literally got the teal pumpkin on it and my giant pink pumpkin. Like, they're literally on the blanket. It gets better because when I came home and I was showing the things off to Brie, and she was like, oh, they're cute. They're cute. And she's the one who put batteries in the pumpkin. It was a whole thing. She didn't make any comments about it being pink. I went to pull out the rest of the Halloween stuff to see what else I had. And I realized I don't have anything else that could go with it. But I will say, this candle I got is the same exact witch's hat. I got this last year from HomeGoods on sale. It's my favorite candle scent. It's Brie's least favorite candle scent. At some point, she needs to just suck it up and let me live. For those of you who want to know what this smells like, and you're a girl's girl, it smells like the store Anthropologie. And there used to be a Target candle that smelled just like it that they got rid of. And so anytime I find one that smells slightly, I get it. And it was $5 or $8. I don't remember. It was last year after Halloween. Right? It matches. So, I also have this acorn, which is more woodland than, I have these candles that my mom gave me. So I feel like I have a white pumpkin somewhere. I feel like the classic black, purple, orange Halloween things that I have, I feel like I could pull them in. Like that hat is the same hat as my dinosaur. It's the same hat. I feel like if I get a bunch of white pumpkins and like a couple orange ones, it'll all go together. But I think I need to bring out the white to make these look less like they don't match. You know what I mean? And maybe like one more pink pumpkin. Basically, I'm using the blanket and the pink pumpkins as an excuse to buy lots of pumpkins. And there's orange on the, exactly. And there's orange on the blanket. I feel like none of you perfectly appreciate the fact that, where is it? There's a purple witch's hat. Or there was. Did I hallucinate it? Is it orange? Okay, so it's teal. It's not actually purple. But still. I also feel like none of you are excited enough about the T-Rex. But okay. I also have this bat wreath my mother gave me, but it's such a small wreath that I think I want to take it apart and repurpose it somehow. So you need the white pearlescent ghost cookie jar. I do. I need the white pearlescent cookie jar. Thank you. Thank you for recognizing that. I would just like it said, and unless you shop at HomeGoods, you might not understand how impressive this is. Including a dog toy and 2 bottles of soap, which, did Bree put it back in here? No, she took it for her bathroom. It's a stack of black pumpkins with an orange face, one of the soaps, and another one is like a nicer lavender soap. All of that I got for less than $90. And only 2 of the things were marked down. That's how good I did. Thank you. It was really funny when Bree was sending me off in the morning. She was like, have fun at Home Depot. And I was like, what? We're not going to Home Depot. And she was like, oh, well, like your home's whatever. What kind of store are you going to? And I was like, Home Goods. And she was like, oh, what do they sell there? Home Goods. Things for your home. Goods for your home to have. Why are we overcomplicating this? She would not let me pull out. Exactly. Thank you, Seneca. She would not let me pull out the autumnal mugs yet. Which I understand, but also I want it to be fall. Now, I do need to print a photo that will fit this. That's a later really problem. I also need to find the rest of my autumn decor. I don't know where it is, actually. Genuinely. This is Christmas stuff with a couple owls. If I remember correctly, this is, yeah, not decor. I'm missing a white pumpkin. My autumnal nutcrackers. Is it Burr month? No. No, it's not, but it should be. Really should be. That's what I'm here for, Seneca. Innuendos. Dick innuendos. Okay, so Nick answered my "what did you do this weekend" question. The rest of you did not. September is a burr month, best time of the year. Our Septembers are not burr months anymore. Although, I say that, usually, by this time of year, we would have had fire season. And we would have been trapped in our houses because of all the smoke. And that didn't happen this year. So maybe we'll be better off. Lizana went to the zoo. More like Lazuna. I just sat at home and disassociated. Oh my god, high five. That's what I did. Well, that's not true. I went out with Nassim. But this was Labor Day weekend, so Brie was home Monday as well. Home. She's always home. She was off work Monday as well, so we had a longer weekend. And I spent those 2 days also disassociating. Drunk board games, drunk video games, nap. Classic. I'm a little jealous. Sounds great. The nap specifically sounds great. I'm not allowed to drink on my meds. That did not stop me. Oh, the watermelon! Dave said she had just eaten a watermelon. This weekend, Nassim and I were hangry. We were at a point where we needed to just eat. And she had found a restaurant, and then we had got there, and then she forgot her wallet, and you had to show your ID to get in, so then she had to go back and look for her wallet, and while she did that, I did some returns for Brie. And so, finally, we get to this location. We finally sit down. First of all, they were like, do you want a table, or do you want to sit at the, is sitting at the bar okay? And we were like, we'd like a table, please. And then they sat us at a bar top. Like, it wasn't the bar, but it was bar stools and a bar. So I'm a little confused what they think a table is, because that was not a table. It was a bar top. Just need to stand by. Oh, that's totally valid. I mean, you don't even need to have a reason, but that is additionally valid. Dusty ass eraser. I do the work of 5 people. Yeah, feel free to chip in. Categorically not tables. Like, the whole point is we didn't want our legs swinging. Anyway, so we sit down, we finally take a look at this menu. This is one of the bougiest Mexican fusion restaurants I'd ever been to. And I've been to a lot of expensive restaurants because I had an ex-boyfriend who was wealthy. This would have basically been a one-page restaurant had they actually put words closer together, but I almost feel like they spaced them out the way they did on purpose to make it look like a fuller menu. It wasn't. Anyway, I'm overwhelmed by all the things on the menu. Usually one-page restaurants are not totally cool doing substitutes on your food, which I think is hysterical, actually, because if anyone's gonna expect you to be adaptable, it's rich people. So wouldn't you be more open? It was not a tall table. It was not a tall table. It was a planter that around the edges were bar tops with dividers. So like, we were sitting at a private bar instead of the bar. Anyway, so he's like, what can I get started? And we get guacamole, we get salsa. he was also like, which guacamole do you want? And then he went through like 4 things, and I just like, we're both hungry and starving, and it's hot, and we're overwhelmed, and I'm just like, classic, just guacamole and chips, please. And then he's like, can I get any drinks started for you? And there's this one drink that sounds really good. It's basically, it was very dumb, Zero, especially when you hear the rest of this. It was basically a Moscow Mule, and I would have just ordered a Moscow Mule, but in that moment, I could not remember what it was called. So it's basically a Moscow Mule, except the vodka is watermelon infused. So I point to it on the menu, I'm like, hey, could I get this, but could you replace the watermelon vodka with something different? And he was like, well, like it's infused with the watermelon, so I can't just like remove it, you know what I mean? Like it's watermelon. I was like, right, but could you supplement it with like a different liquor? And he's like, oh, do you not like vodka? And I was like, no, the vodka is fine, I don't like watermelon. And then that threw him off. And then he turned that into a conversation. And he was like, you don't like watermelon? I don't think I've ever met anyone who doesn't like watermelon. He's not talking this fast. He's talking painfully slow for how hungry we are. And he's still not put in our order for guacamole and chips. And I was like, look, long story short, I had an overconsumption of watermelon, and now anytime I get the taste of it, I don't feel well. And he was like, that's wild, I've never met anyone. And I was like, so could you replace the watermelon vodka with something different? And he's like, yeah, I can't switch, I can't take the watermelon out because it's in the vodka. I know how infused vodka works. And at first, and Nassim and I reflected upon this later, at first we thought maybe maybe the whole drink was just like a mix. Like it was a pre-made mix. And that's what he was talking, but no, he genuinely meant that the vodka was infused with watermelon. He couldn't take the watermelon out of the vodka. And when I tried to ask him to replace the vodka with a different vodka, that did not seem to compute in his head. And upon further reflection, Nassim and I don't know if maybe this is some sort of tactic to try to upsell. Just because of like the rest of the experience that we had, we don't know if it was sort of like or if it was just like a genuine like miscommunication, because, you know, I'm picking this drink called the Sophia. I'm picking this drink and I'm replacing the one identifier that makes it that. And so maybe if I had specifically ordered a Moscow Mule, he would have provided watermelon-free vodka. But alas, in that moment, I could not remember the name of a Moscow Mule, and I was not about to describe a drink to him and be like, can I get this described drink? Because the last time we were getting dinner somewhere, and I was like, do you have this? They gave it to me, and it was a $15 glass of whiskey. So I picked a drink off the menu that I could see. Granted, it was still a $20 cocktail. The cocktail was $20. And this is the service that I'm getting. Anyway, he leaves. He comes back. I ended up with some sort of peach prosecco something, which is fine, but I didn't want something fruity. I wanted the like citrus and the graphic. I did move the camera on accident. Thank you. Well, oh, I did. Okay. I didn't want something fruity. I wanted like the ginger and the lime. Whatever. Yeah, $20. I want you to remember, okay, so it took us half an hour to finally actually get to sit down because of Nassim's I lost my wallet debacle. I had just like ran through the mall trying to avoid everyone and their fucking children. So And it was hot. It was hot this weekend. We were both sweaty. So, like, by the time we saw the prices on the menu, it was too late. We weren't leaving. We weren't going to try to find somewhere else. We had just accepted our fate. Much to our spouse's chagrin, most likely. And at that point, I wanted a cocktail. I wasn't about to, like, have this whole argument with him and then be like, okay, I'll just take a Coke. I was tired and I wanted a drink at that point. Anyway, so he goes, we're eating great guacamole, fantastic guacamole, and the cocktail was great, tasted great. Not $20 worth, but it, you know. It also had this giant flower that was not edible that I had to like pluck out. Don't know how I was supposed to drink around that because there was no straw. I don't think I've ever been served a cocktail that didn't have a straw. Yeah, exactly, Bounty. Well, that meant she lost her whole wallet. She had dropped her whole wallet in the parking lot at Home Goods. So she had to like leave where we were and go get it. The only reason I stayed behind, if I had gone with her, fate would have changed. We probably would have eaten somewhere else. But I needed to return something at the mall. So we were like, oh, I'll just go to the mall, return the thing. Bree wanted Cinnabon, so I'll get Bree's Cinnabon, and then, you know, we'll meet back up here. I should have just returned it a different day. None of this would have happened. We would have just gotten, you know, Subway or something. It was quite a large cocktail too. I will give them that. Again, not worth $20, but at least it was like, you know, more than 2 fingers of $15 whiskey. He comes back. We have finally figured out what to order. They have these tacos, and there's one taco specifically that I wouldn't have to ask for him to trade out anything. I could just pick it off myself. I was not thrilled about the idea of apple flavored or apple coleslaw. I'm weird on coleslaw anyway. I don't need fruit in it. I don't like fruit in my savory things. I don't, no. On the menu. Oh, absolutely not. Listen, absolutely not. On the menu, it says tacos and then the varieties. So I pick my taco and he goes, okay, is one okay or did you want more than one? Ariel, thank you for the follow. More than one? So what's on the menu means one taco? It was $11 for one taco. $11 for one taco. One taco. And so I asked him, I was like, oh, so like it's like this big? And he was like, smaller. And I was like, this big? And he was like, it's like a 3-5-inch tortilla. It wasn't. When it came out, it would have been like a this size tortilla. But still, for $11, the taco better be the size of a burrito. Bounding, most street taco places here, it's one. Ariel, yes, I am disabled. It's, and so you specify if you want 1, 2, or 3. But they're not $11 each. They're like $3 each. Maybe $5. $11 per taco. Again, we're starving, so we both like look at each other. And I'm like, 2, I guess. Because I'm not about to spend $30 on 3 tacos, but I am hungry enough that I need more than 1. And then you had to pay additionally if you wanted a side of beans and rice. And honestly, there were so many beans that Nasim and I probably could have split the side order, but we didn't know how big it was. And to be honest, we didn't trust it. So we each got one. And yeah, we probably could have just eaten one shared. In total, my one meal was barely less money than my home goods run. And I honestly shouldn't have tipped him 20%. But that's the standard expectation here. So, they charge you for breathing too? $20 cocktail that I didn't want. $11 per taco. Sat me at a private bar top after I asked for a table. We had to request water. They didn't charge us for water, but we did have to request it. There was no ice, and they did not leave the decanter, the thing. It's not a decanter, it's not a trough. It's a jug. The jug. They didn't leave the jug behind. And they charged us for the chips. Most Mexican places, even the fusion ones, you get chips and salsa as a default. It's like the bread at other restaurants. They just give you bread and you snack on the bread. No. We had to pay for the chips. It's extra for walk, that's fine, but I have to pay for the chips too. Carafe, there we go, thank you. There was the F sound I was looking for. Well, I'm not gonna say it out loud, Mom, but near the mall, the bougie. So fucking stupid. Never going back. And as we're leaving, it seems I'm like, I'm never going back there, and I would never recommend it to anyone. She was like, I don't know, that was a really good taco. I was like, Missy, what is wrong with you? She was like, you don't understand, like the blah 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 kind of meat she got. She was like, that was really good. I was like, no, Nassim, no. Do not give them your money ever again. No. Not to sound like an old man or a Karen, but the way people let their kids behave in public is insane. And my mother would have never let me behave like that, and she wasn't even strict. I did not grow up with a super strict mother. I mean, stricter than you are with Julius, but it's wild the way people let their kids behave these days. And I don't know if I don't know what it is. I don't know what the different factors might be. I don't know if it's a wealth thing. I don't know if it's a cultural thing. I don't know if it's a regional thing. I don't know what it is. But kids are feral. The amount of times I almost got knocked over because a child was sprinting through the mall, screaming at the top of their lungs, is unfortunately too many. Like, once, it's a busy mall. Twice, it's a weekend and you haven't started school yet. 3 times is ridiculous. That's absurd. I was in the mall for 30 minutes max. 30 minutes maximum. And I don't even want to be like, oh, well, you're an adult, so you notice now. As a kid, I would have been like, how come they get to act like that and I have to sit on the floor? Like, I would have noticed as a kid because I would have been jealous. Like, I want to run around. No. My mom, full on, would make me sit on the floor in the grocery store if I was throwing a tantrum or pissing her off. It happened on more than one occasion. Like, this is not just my memory exaggerating. The amount of times I see parents where their kid is trying to talk to them and they got headphones in or on their phone watching Instagram reels, the parents, I can't even give them an excuse. They weren't on the phone. They were talking to each other. They were talking to other kids. They were looking around. Some of them were straight up watching their children sprint around the mall. There's a difference between letting kids be kids and teaching kids social courtesy and self-awareness. Like, and the kids in my neighborhood, the way the kids act in my neighborhood, my mother would have never let me outside. I would have never been allowed to play outside if I acted like this. They'll be making TikToks in the middle of the road. A fairly busy road. Brie and I always get very excited when school's back in session because it means that they won't be outside as often, and that means the weather's getting colder, which means eventually they just stop coming outside. And we get several months of quiet. Just the dogs being annoying and loud and pissing JJ off. You could discipline your kids without being abusive. You can discipline your kids without, like, being... Like, your kids can exist. I just wish they wouldn't be loud. I wish they wouldn't be loud. It's like, no wonder my sibling would rather do online school than be on campus. Because if this is how the children act, I can't imagine the teenagers. The city isn't so busy at lunchtime. And then parents get mad when people are frustrated with kids being in, public spaces. They're like, like, we are allowed to be here too. I'm sorry my child is being frustrating, but if you want a child-free zone, go to a 21 and up bar. We're not frustrated your child is out in public. We're frustrated with how you're raising your child to be in public. If your child wasn't being an asshole, your child isn't being a menace. Your child isn't being annoying. Your child's being an asshole. Anyway. I wish Stu's had adult-only days. Oh, God. Somehow, outdoor, even though there's more space, outdoor venues are somehow worse than indoor venues. There's another one. Brie and I were at Target. Brie and I only go to Target late in the evening to avoid all the people. And that started as COVID because I was trying to avoid people in general, but also Brie just hates people. 2 drinks at the bar, 4 more lines of Coke. We were there on like Tuesday last week, like Tuesday or Wednesday. At 9 p.m. Why are there so many children here? Why are there so many families and children here on a Tuesday at 9 p.m.? And Brie was like, well, I think school starts next week. I don't think it started yet. I don't care. Why are you out at 9 p.m. with all 4 of your children that are under the age of 10? And why are they screaming and running all over Target? And this wasn't one family. This was multiple families. It was a very busy Target. Do I need a label maker? I think maybe I need a label maker. This is my autumnal. Some of the parents are blatantly misinforming these kids on animals. Oh, God. If your child's too young to sit still for more than 2 minutes, maybe a fancier restaurant isn't the right place. Well, and even in places like that, like I felt like my mom always found ways to entertain me and I still was required to be quiet. Like I remember being allowed to just be under the table sometimes at restaurants. We were usually at a booth though. Surprised you don't have the label maker already. They're just so expensive. I would rather spend that amount of money on boxes, which unfortunately that is sometimes the price equivalent, depending on the box you're getting. I don't know. Maybe I'm giving my mom too much credit, but I'm combining things because we decided all of the neutral colored paper, regardless of size, would go in the same container because I'm gonna think I need something neutral colored and then I'll go find it. Whereas different things that I'm gonna want that are the same theme, I'm gonna want in the same space. You know what I mean? I would always color at restaurants. Yeah. Colored, or I had like little figurine things or like little Polly Pockets or whatever. Anyway, I do need some of these. I've decided while we're sitting here, because I don't want to organize craft supplies, at least not to an insane degree. You're going to houses of worship very long, so you got good at being quiet. That might be part of it. That would make sense. We're gonna work on Patreon cards. You didn't reply to me about the Polly Pocket house. I don't remember. I don't recall. Stick your thumb. If you suck your thumb, the tailor will come chop it off. Thank you, Mother, for never doing that to me. I don't remember how you tried to get me to stop sucking my thumb. Or if you did try. Thank you for not telling me that the tailor would chop it off. What is that, Rayleigh? This is tissue paper, and it's going in my tissue paper bin. I save everything. And you know what? Brie was putting a birthday gift together for her friend, and she was like, do you have any tissue paper or wrapping paper or something? And I was like, what color's the bag? And she was like, it doesn't matter. And I was like, what color is the bag? And so I gave her like a green and a blue because it was like a Minecraft bag. And her friend complimented her on how the tissue paper matched the bag. You're welcome. I remember my mom had a copy of Grimm's Fairy Tales. It's actually that book right there. And it was supposed to be like the classic ones with the scary endings. And she even told me, she was like, they're going to be scary endings. And I went in expecting such scarier stories. I was actually disappointed. But I think part of that was influenced because, does anyone remember the Grimm brothers? Heath Ledger was in it. That movie still gives me nightmares. That movie was terrifying. I 100% expected it to be scarier stories. I think that movie set my expectations too high. We should do a Valentine's Day box. ASMR. Okay, I got distracted. We were gonna work on cards, but now I kind of want to work on putting together my holiday boxes. We got Christmas. Those are blank coloring pages. Christmas, Halloween, and Valentine's Day feel like the primary holiday boxes to organize. Whoop. Journaling, don't know her. It's very dark, and I've watched it multiple times because I agree. I do enjoy it. Oh, but what if I want these things because I need the color pink? I don't really do anything for Easter. And I don't think I really have anything for Easter other than like random. Thanksgiving I just lump in with Halloween. It's more of like a fall box. See, like my fall box has like all my pumpkin stickers. I love these stickers. I had bought them a couple years ago and loved them. And Nassim and I were at Paper Source and they were on sale. Super cheap. So I bought 2 more packs. And then I also have these little ghosty stickers. And then when I was at Target with Brie, I found these pumpkin stickers, little plain ones. And I got little pumpkin cards. Oh my god, the envelopes are so much cuter than I thought they were. Look at the envelopes are like a little paper bag. It's even that material, actually. So it's a little pumpkin. You're afraid to stick them anywhere. Okay, I'm just gonna stick the envelopes with the envelopes. But I'll put the cards in here. What else do I have in my fall Halloween box? Oh, I got some like Halloween scrapbooking paper that had little cutouts. So I have some of those. I have some random stickers that I had pulled out for Halloween cards in the past. So I just put them in here. Like technically some of this stuff is like, you know, not Halloween, not fall. But in my head, it's like spooky, dark. And so if I'm making something and I want that vibe, I'll look in here. And these stickers from my books aren't super sticky. So I just leave them in here loose, or I stick them to the lids, or like the plastic. And if I want them later, I just glue them. It's like, pick your poison. Halloween, yeah. Green is the new black. This one's fun. It's a black cat. So there's those. Like, came with like a snake. And then there's stuff in here that's like actually Halloween. I got eyes. Eye stickers. I got dinosaur. Halloween dinosaurs. I got a bunch of crows. And then I got an elephant dressed up as a ghost. Bats. This is a card that was half done that I never finished. Maybe I'll finish it this year. This is a man trying to catch a bat. This is, the idea was it was gonna like boing. And it's like poison. But I never finished that one. So it's in here for, you know, the next Rayleigh. Anyway. Oh, this one's pretty. I should use that this year. I'm gonna put that on top of the pile. Anyway. Organizing these has helped me get back into crafting. Probably because it's more fun to craft when your stuff is organized. You know? Future Rayleigh will know what to do. And then the Christmas stuff is very similar, where it's like red, green. But then I also have Hanukkah stuff in here too. But then it's also just kind of like generic winter things. Pine trees. Plaid. Peppermint candy. And then yeah, there's like blue and silver and random gold things in here too. Cardinal. Because everyone knows cardinals are only at Christmas. And then I have actually a big Christmas folder because I have like tissue papers or past gift bags or it's fun if you spend 10 minutes searching for that one thing you know you have. Exactly. This is really cool wrapping paper I got a couple years ago that I still have some. It's like a newspaper. Anyway, it's like Campbell's soup, but they're holiday themed. So there's like sugar plum soup, gingerbread soup, eggnog soup. Instead of Campbell's, it says Christmas. And on the other side, because it's inspired by Andy Warhol, and then on the other side is like Andy Warhol Santa. It's my special wrapping paper. Now I kind of use it for cards, which is more fun in my opinion. More people get to experience Andy Warhol Christmas. we'll start with stickers. That'll be the easiest. Anyway, I'm watching the Paralympics. I'm not. I should be, especially to support my husband, but roses, Valentine's Day, obviously. Get some nice paper ASMR. I should do a summer section too, actually, because I have like sunglasses. Everyone knows you only wear sunglasses in the summer. There's a bee lady. She's fun. Are we rooting for anyone in particular? How do I do this efficiently? This is fun. I'm finding stuff for other sections too. I just found one of a fireplace. Fall in love with today. That's totally summer. Totally summer. It's because I get a lot of these like sticker books that are all variety. These ones are about traveling. They're more Parisian themed. I was thinking because I still haven't finished my like Ireland journaling. I'm working on it. I'm forming a lot of piles. I'm starting to get a little worried about my technique here. Little passports. Oh my god, little stamps, but they have hearts on them, so I'm gonna put them in Valentine's Day. Because that's where I'd be most likely to use them. I should get one of the empty containers to make it easier going through this. Like yesterday, I think it was yesterday or the day before. Good night, Founding. Have a wonderful evening. Thanks for hanging out. Yesterday I was putting together a letter that I needed to send to Cass. And it was, I knew exactly where my stamps were. I knew exactly where my ink was. so simple. Maybe I'll make it like Valentine's Day and spring. I feel like I keep expanding my categories, but what can you do? Why is my mother adding me on Discord? Okay. We have a heart, we have fall, and we have two things that I want to use potentially for my journal. Probably end stream in like half an hour-ish. Shorter, but I did get started later. And I told Brie I would do the dishes, which means I have to conserve energy. What time is it? Yeah, it's 3 o'clock. I have that stupid song stuck in my head. And of all the songs to get stuck in my head, that one might be one of my least favorite fun ones. Ugh. Earphones. Oh, the music stopped. Can you stop asking me if I want to listen to my music or not? Just like keep playing. It's so weird that it does that. That's a purple heart, I feel like. Be present. A lot of these are meant for like a calendar, but they were on sale, so I ended up buying them anyway. That's the danger of working next to a craft store. Oh my god, a bunch of hearts. Those are triangles. Triangles are not Valentine's Day. Honestly, and y'all just not saying anything, sitting in silence. You know, I respect it. I'm saving the pink, red, and orange stars for Valentine's Day. Okay, put that in there. Got more hearts. Everyone knows green is not Valentine's Day. Oh my god, my pinching strength, I feel like, has dwindled. And I don't know if that's to blame on my hand situation or not. It might just be a coincidence that it's that hand. You want a Valentine card, Tub Tub? Oh, I need to respond to Rosie. Every time I see you, I'm reminded of Rosie, which is convenient in this instance because she messaged me last week. Oh my god, this is a sticker. It says more coffee, please. That's so me. So me core. Oh, there's a video on TikTok I meant to share to the Discord. She is me. She is you. You are Rosie. Shine bright like a diamond. I need to lift my chair up. Or I don't know. This is like hurting my arm. This is such a workout, which is so embarrassing. That's a swan. in hearts. Everyone knows swans are Valentine's Day. You really hate past me for making an appointment at 9 a.m. I'm so sorry. But also, once it's over, you're gonna have so much of the day left. And that's such a good feeling. Until then, you are going to hate yourself. And you know what? You might still hate yourself a little bit afterwards. But you had all those reps of clothes folding before this. You know what? You're making fun of me, but you're right. I've gotten a lot of exercise done. So that's one reason I want to like start doing this as a regular thing on stream, is I'm actually getting little projects done that I've been wanting to do. So I totally get why Jess does these streams all the time. It's really throwing my Wednesday schedule. That is fair. I did have another project I was planning on doing on stream today, but I'm putting it off because I don't want to do it. And that is to put my shower curtain cover back on. Because I took it off to clean a while ago. And it's just been sitting folded in my bathroom as I avoid to work on it. Okay, that's all pink stuff, so I'm just going to put it in there. Do you think of yourself as young? That's a really good question. Yeah. I think of myself as youthful. Immature. Although, the older I get, the more I feel like the concept of maturity is so subjective. Like, there are people my age who have such sticks up their ass. And I just want to know what they do with their free time, because they look so condescendingly upon, you know, like adults who have toys. There's a lot of millennials like embracing their childhood and like getting toys they didn't get to have growing up and stuff. And there's a certain type of person who's really condescending to them. And they're like, you're acting like a child. Like, that's so embarrassing. And like, they don't, like, video games aren't worth their time. I kind of feel like they probably don't watch like reality television. They probably don't watch a lot of TV in general. Like, what are you doing with your time? I don't understand. What are their hobbies? Do you know what I mean? Like, there's that specific type of person. And I feel like they think, yeah, they like make fun of Disney adults. Like, they're pretty much condescending to people who have hobbies. Like, they go to the gym, okay? That's something, like, sometimes they come across my Instagram or my TikTok in my Instagram reels. And I find them fascinating. I want to study them. They're usually corporate. They usually like grinding for wealth. But also a lot of them are parents. I can't imagine having that as my parent. Like, what a boring childhood. Like, they're not the kind of parent who's gonna play with their kid. Do you mean? And I feel like their personality and that, like, the idea of not having hobbies and not being fun, that's the idea of, like, what maturity is. And I'm not that. I am not that. Yeah, they go on, like, fancy vacations, but I also don't understand what they're doing at those vacations. Like, because you know they're not playing in the ocean and building sandcastles. They're probably, like, skiing, I guess. Or, like, just riding in a yacht. But then what are the poor versions of those people? Like, what are you spending your time doing? I don't know. So I'm not that. I'm not that at all. And right now, with my weird diet things, I'm basically eating like a child. I eat Eggos. I eat raw cookie dough right now. I got some Cheez-Its. Really into Lucky Charms again. I got some candy in my fridge. I don't eat like a grown-up is supposed to. Sunbathing, shopping. See, I do those things. But at the same time, I'm still making, like, dick jokes. I also kind of hate that, like, you know, the, like, oh my god, I'm turning 30. So? It's just another number. Like, maybe some of it comes from, like, our feeling that we have to, you know, do the cliche, get married, have kids, buy a house, be successful in your career. Maybe it stems from that. Yours. Swans. Swans are Valentine's Day. Pink flowers, Valentine's Day. Like, I know I've made jokes about, like, turning 30 and stuff, but genuinely, like, it sounds more dramatic than it actually is. Kind of like getting married. Like, nothing changed. Did you get my dick joke? Nothing changed when Brian got married. You just keep going. Yeah, the idea of, like, falling behind and stuff. What happens is that stuff you do now just becomes associated older and older people as you get older. You don't change into a 40-year-old. 40-year-olds change into you. Oh my god. Luca's old. Your friends are having children. panicked in the moment and was quite proud of that, I'm not gonna lie. The simplicity of it. The minimalism. Yeah, my friends and like high school acquaintances started having kids immediately. And that to me was insane. And I felt very young when that was happening. But I will say this is like where I'm at right now. And now that my brain has stopped developing dramatically, it's one of the first times that I like feel myself. I feel at ease. And I think a lot of that has to do with the fact that I've been able to work on my mental health and, you know, graduate from college. Like, I've done the big milestones that when I was a kid felt huge. I got married. I got another dog. And I went to college. Like, I did the things that little Rayleigh pictured grown-ups Rayleigh would do. And I did them. And now I'm just vibing. I mean, I would have liked to have a career at this point. But I'm working on it. I would have liked to stop being disabled in the way that I am. That hasn't happened. But that just makes me feel old. That doesn't make me feel young. It has the opposite effect. So yeah, I think I would consider myself youthful. And in the scheme of things, in the grand scale of the world, I am young. But I don't think myself as young. Does that make sense? Gonna meet someone if I'm still figuring out and healing yourself? No. Don't get into that. Oh my god, it's a Christmas cow. Sorry. No. Both of those things, it can happen all at the same time. If you don't want it to happen at the same time, that's fine. But the healing and figuring it out, that never stops. And you just do that together. I'm not saying this is what you were saying, but I really, really hate the like, you can't love someone until you love yourself. I really hate that cliche in that mantra. Because it's such bullshit. If anything, loving someone else helps you love yourself. Like, there are a lot of things I've done for myself that initially started as something for Brie and to make my... Thank you for the lurk, Sketch. Thanks for starting such an interesting conversation. Like, there are things I've done for myself, like, honestly, getting on medication. I had thought about doing it for so long. And I finally did it for my relationship. I did it for Brie. I did it so we would be okay. Because I knew there was too much being put on her with the pandemic happening, with everything else that was going on in our life. It started as something for her. But in the long run, you know, that's still gonna help me, even if, God forbid, something happens to us. Like, that's something that lasts for me. But I know I've like, you know, you shared with us in Ireland some of your situation, and healing from that, that's probably going to take a very, very long time. Even happening into a new relationship. Like, that's not, I don't think, at least for me, that would not be something that would happen soon enough. That's never going to be complete. I know that theoretically. Oh, I feel that. I feel that, but like the theoretically part, I feel that. Look at, I just found a heart with a lock, and then I found a key. Valentine's Day. That's a random mushroom. Hell, I didn't, you know, heal or fully recover from my childhood trauma until recently. And it's, you know, a different type of trauma. And it's, you know, it's its own thing. But I wouldn't have, I don't want you to try to heal and figure yourself out by yourself. I don't want that for you. That sounds lonely. And you can't figure yourself out unless you're challenged. You know? Like, I know I hate that restaurant because I went there. And I know that I don't like watermelon because I ate too much watermelon. I figured that out. Is it the same kind of example? No. But we all know Rayleigh likes to hear herself talk and pretend that she knows what she's talking about. So. That is not TMI at all. And that's a huge milestone. So I'm so happy for you. That's major. And like that admitting stuff to another person? Huge step. Huge step. Just in life. I haven't done that. I'm making so much progress. Oh my god, I'm so excited about the house. That's huge for you. Ugh, in your garden. Ah, I'm so excited for the plants. No, I agree. I think that's gonna be the reward of that is going to have a ripple effect into everything. Everything in your life is going to be impacted by that in a good way. She says basically nothing. She just sits there listening. I'm gonna be honest, I think that's the kind of therapist I need. Because right now, I do that to my family and friends. And I think sometimes it puts too much pressure on them. Not just a homeowner, Luke, but a 3-bedroom homeowner. She just nods. I love that. Well, okay, so that's what I want, but I don't know if that's what I need, you know? She has so many bedrooms that she's just gonna knock a wall down. She's like, I don't need this one. It's okay, Lizana, you don't need to keep bragging about it. You'll be an estate owner. Oh, shit. Stop right there, Lizana. Okay, I've decided that I'm going to finish sorting this drawer and then we'll probably end stream. The whole figuring out thing, I feel like it make it sound like I'm yelling at you still. I'm not. It's something I think about a lot. I've learned so much about myself from streaming. Things I never would have figured out. Never would have figured out without streaming. I don't know how long I'll stream in life. Like, I don't know when I'll stop. I thought maybe I might stop after Ireland, but if anything, I just wanted to stream more because I was so excited to talk to you guys. But I know that, you know, these years, I would not change. That is why you're there. And you know what? I think part of it might be it's someone who just sits there and all they want to do is listen to you. And you don't have to share that space with them. You get a chance to just talk and have someone actually hear you. And that's super fucking powerful. Especially based on what you said about the person you're partially healing from. Doesn't really sound like something that he gave you. my god, I have so many hearts. This is crazy. I could do a whole card that's just a paper covered in heart stickers. You haven't even gotten there. But you know, that's what I mean, is like, if you've never been given that space before, you've never gotten a chance to have that before, he never gave you that place, or if he did, he didn't hear you, he wasn't actually listening, you know what I mean? That's, look at these heads. That's for Valentine's Day, definitely. Do I know how? No. But I'll find a way. Oh my god, a heart growing flowers. I think one of you guys sent this to me. Oh, look, it's just rain umbrella. It's so cute. That has to go in fall, right? It has to. It has to. At some point, we'll have to go through this and organize the stickers within this drawer, but at least it's getting condensed, you know? And yes, this is all just stickers. We haven't even gotten into random scraps of paper I have. I want to get those like tweezers that the craft girlies on TikTok use. You know what I mean? The like really long ones, and they're like insane looking. Oh, that's something I definitely pulled out in the past for Valentine's Day. So is the apple. What is this? More stars. It's some sort of bug. Oh my god. Oh my god. We're finishing this drawer. I also emptied this drawer. We managed to get all into one drawer. The Valentine's Day bucket has gone there. Oh, found another ladybug. I honestly need tweezers just to be able to get some of these off the bottom. What is that? Oh, XO. Valentine's, obviously. Ooh, it's strawberry. Valentine's, obviously. What does that say? Happy heart. Oh, it's blue. I haven't been saving anything blue. Oh my god. Panic. What is guys' treatment? Problem description. They describe me as smart, intelligent, full of talent. She never says anything, but she thinks you're full of talent. And she's right. Oh my gosh, she's so right. Are you kidding? She is so right. Ugh, I love that a stranger told you that. Just from listening to you, she knows, you know? Like, that's so powerful. It's kind of like what you guys do to me. Huh. Are you guys my therapist? Am I going to therapy when I stream? I thought I was just addicted to the endorphins. Is this a form of therapy? Hope you enjoyed that sound. Put this out for the Christmas. Christmas. Mind blown. say they're a little hard to open sometimes. We're like in a support group together. That's a really beautiful way to describe it, actually. I love that. I mean, none of us are legally certified professionals. You cannot sue each other for any advice that is given to you and any consequences that may come from such if you follow. That needs to go in my journal too. Random scripts of paper. Oops. Random scraps of paper is the next organization project, I think. We didn't even go through the journal, the like books of stickers I had. I really did think we'd have time for that. Jesus, I have a lot of craft supplies. I know it on like a logical level. It's just one drawer of many. On a logical level. The good news is that really is most of the stickers. Well, there really is. Find out now. Oh, hold on. Let me put away these stamps before I lose them again. Those are all my loose stickers. I also have these, which are individually full of stickers. And I don't necessarily want to get rid of the book. I like having the book, but I do want to go through and like take some of them out, I think, for specific categories. Or at least we can go through and get some ones for Halloween and Christmas. Like, look, this whole page just screams Valentine's Day. Yeah. Also, I found out that there's another one. I keep meaning to look it up. And I keep forgetting. But one of the trash journal artists that I find, that I watch on TikTok, she was journaling and she pulled out her books, and it was one that I did not recognize, and I was like, oh my god, there's a third one. This one's technically a different company. I do prefer the type of sticker paper that they use. They're matte finish, they're not glossy. But what I do like about this one is the background is the same color on every page, which means the sticker border is the same for all of them. But this one's specifically just like botanical. They're really pretty. But again, they're glossy. And to be honest, the only thing I don't like about any of the stickers is they all have a border. And it even, let me find a good example. The border even, sticker's fucking wild. Like in the holes, in the gaps. And so 75% of the time that I use these, I cut it off, all of it. which is a mix of scissors and then painstakingly going through with my pointy stick. What's it called? Pointy stick. Where is it? It's somewhere. It's not a pocket knife. Straight edge, kind of, but X pointy stick. It is not a PNG. No, not at all. Also, this is what I assume is meant to be the devil covering this man's eyes. X-Acto knife! Thank you. Thank you. These were on my backdrop, but I replaced all the books with just pink books. With the exception of that one, it's greenish to match Pepper. Which maybe I should... just to like... There we go. I think that looks nice. Anyway, so there's all of these are full of over 1,000 exquisite stickers. My favorite ones that I probably will never find a good use for are the ones that are a full page. That's not a great example of that. So like, this is probably multiple stickers usually. Like he is probably a sticker and then the border is probably a sticker. But then like she is one full sticker. And I don't know how to use that. In most of my journals, I use the standard moleskin size, which would be tall enough, not wide enough. Exactly. However, the way that the girl that I watch, the way that she junk journals is she sits down in front of the camera and she just randomly picks a sticker and then she has to use that for a page. So like I'd have to use this giant F for something. And then that forces her kind of to like use things and experiment with stuff that she doesn't normally use. And I feel like I should try that with some one of my more challenging stickers. Like if I land on something that I know I'll use, I'll like go again. On the outside of the notebooks? Are you insane? No! Sorry. Overreaction, I know. The magic is that they all sit on the shelf looking the same. I have two more. I don't know where they are. This one. This one's a blank one ready to be used. I mean, I say that. I do have like one or two on the outside. But that's mostly to help me keep track of what journal it is. This one had a single this one has a single constellation. There's one on my desk somewhere. I just had it. Because it's the journal I use. Oh, there it is. This is the one I use for stream. The one time, actually there's 2 times. The 2 times that I have broken this are, I got a blue one when I very first started streaming that I used to keep track of like milestones and things. This was specifically for YouTube, so I have not been able to color it in further. And like milestones. And I originally used this as like stream planning and stream ideas. It's nearly full at this point. That is one of the times I broke this rule. Because it was never intended to sit with them. This is the other time I broke this rule. Because it's pink. What was I supposed to do? Look at the cute photo of Diamond and Bree. And it was a knockoff, so it was cheaper than Moleskine. This was like my first time like truly journaling. And like actually taking the time to integrate like daily things that I had collected. What I'm trying to say is this is the journal that started it all. But there was technically a journal before this. The one only for Wednesdays. It's funny. It's a good joke. What is this one? When was this one? Okay, this one was before university. This was when I was still at community college. So maybe I should say this is the one that started it all, because it's still got like stuff on it and in it. It wasn't as much of a journal as it was a planner. Like it is specifically a planner. I didn't journal very much. I did a little bit, but not really. And then it ended because I don't know why. Why did you end? Trying to... Oh, shit! It ended when Bree and I went to Australia for her sister's wedding. There's nothing after that. This is my packing list. And then, well, there's this one page. But it looks like I was very much using it. What do I use this for? What is this? LiDAR. Yuki, Nat Geo, Tomb, Sphinx, Temple, Knuckle Bone Soup, Animal Bones, Freya, Amal. I have no idea what this is. And this is a to-do list. To apply to university is on there. Find another job is on there. Do you journal every day? I try to do one spread for each month. That is the most consistent that I can promise myself. As you can see, this year is the year I've taken it the most seriously, in part because a lot of this is from Ireland, and then also I have a lot of free time. That I'm not, using for chores or whatever. So like, this is me keeping track of books. I'm very behind on updating this because I was very much just focused on the Irish stuff when I was in Ireland. So this is for January. Every year I start with a letter for myself to open in 10 years. Whether I actually will, I don't know. So like February, there was nothing in between this. And I think I filled out February in March. This was just an empty page I didn't know what to do with. It looks like I filled it out in April. This is June. I filled this out in Ireland because this is March. And then April. And then this is the beginning of Ireland that I need to finish. There's like a bunch of little loose things in here that need to get put in. So this is day 1 through 3. In Ireland, yes, every day. Or I went back and like recapped. So like this is day 4, 5 that I did on day 4. Day 6. Especially when I was sick and I couldn't go in the field, I did a lot of journaling. This is the beginning of June. This is June 3rd through 9. Day 10 through 19. June 12th, June 20, 21. June 22. This is from the cafe we sat at. This is me showing you archaeology. This is an unfinished page. This is the last week that's unfinished. This is reflection. This is supposed to, well, yeah, okay. This was me like 2 weeks when I got back in the midst of Dolores. This is me bored doodling. And then this needs to be August. But as you can see, I fall behind. So for certain things, yes, every day. Otherwise, I can commit to a month. Just as like a nice recap. One of my favorite things I'm doing this year, I stole from Pinterest. It's 1 Polaroid per month. So January, February, March, April, May. It's me in the airport. June, July, August. So I need to go back and fill these out. And then boop, boop, boop. And then a couple extras. So this was May's birthday. So that's one of my favorite ones. Because that's another one to commit to. That you can go back and fill in too. Yeah. And especially with, I mean, in the previous years, like I'm really sad I wasn't journaling 2022. 2022? I started up again in 2023. I think in this one? No, oh, okay, wait, this is 2020 to 2021. Not consistently, though. Empty. But also, there wasn't a ton happening. And a lot of it I talk about in this one anyway. You put so much effort in them. They look so great. It seems crazy to do that daily. Yes, but also a bunch of them I'm doing at the same time. You know, like on the day that I like glued this in, for example, was not the day that it was not the month it got used for, but I had it when I was doing the beginning and I knew I wanted it. So I just randomly glued it to a page. So like a lot of them happen after the fact. This one, this top piece of paper was already in there before I knew this would be April. And it happened on the same day as like something else. Like this one was done before I went to Ireland, but I came back and used it for Ireland. Do you know what I mean? I love that, Lasana. There's a box off screen. There's a box right there. That's my memory box that I shove stuff into. And I kind of want to, at least with the like papery things, I kind of want to accumulate them into a journal and like write a note of what it was from or a memory I have attached to it and put it in book form. I wouldn't be able to do all of them, and I think it would end up being a fairly thick book. I'd pre-install pages, that's a good way to, and then I end up finishing them when I do that page. So like technically I could do it daily. But yeah, they'd be pre-baked. But I hate that it's in a box. Like I would love to condense it a bit more. I went through it a couple years ago and got rid of some stuff, actually. I'm just such a hoarder, and then I think about, well, one, my mom is a bit of a hoarder, and I am scared that I will become worse than her. I'm not at the same level yet, but I am scared I will surpass her. And then I think about how Brie moved to a different country with a suitcase. Like, she did not ship a box to herself. That's a lie. She did because of her computer. But that was it. Like, one box and her suitcase. And then I look around my office. So I do want to condense. I don't want to be at that level at all. But I do think it could be more smartly put to use. For every year, I think that's as it gets thrown out. Ha! It's a lot of pressure. I also try to reuse old calendars. So this was the agenda I used. When was this? 2022. I've got like stream things highlighted and stuff. Oh, her wish list is so sad. Whew. Anyway, so I want to go back and like reuse these pages for some. Like this is one that I could use for that box. Because it's big enough and the pages are big enough that it would be spread out better. Because this isn't a journal, this is just a random, this is just an actual calendar. Wait, that's actually like really smart. It's even the same like color as the box. And it looks like an album. I haven't known what to reuse it for. I've been saving it specifically to reuse it. Because it feels like such a waste of material and money to just throw it out. Okay. We did good. We did it. Well, we did something. Put all these back. Wait, which one's the stream one? You're the stream one? No, but this one has a random paper bag glued inside. See, this is what I mean. Like, some of them are just... This one's completely empty, but it has 2 pages with stuff glued in already. And so eventually I'll go through and actually like finish and add it. And it will look nice. Wait, no, yes, okay. Anyway, now that I've gotten serious about it, I only use black ones. I should put a singular sticker on this so I know that it's the stream. Thanks for hanging out with me. I really appreciate it. It makes me feel good inside with my feelings and such. Ow! Fucking zit in this ear. Oh, man. Oh, fucker. Oof. I miss The Sims. I miss The Sims so much. I was sketching floor plans yesterday because I missed The Sims. I think so I can't remember who it was, but someone said it feels like we're on like a FaceTime, like a voice chat. And that is what it feels like, especially because so many of you I've known for so long now. I don't want this on my taskbar. Oh my god, my mom resent me. Oh, that's the thing she sent me. Yeah, it's dumb. It made me sad that it's dumb. Here, I'll show you. Oh, not me, please. It's this like Polly Pocket R&B that someone made, but you don't actually get to sleep in it. Or like use anything or really do much. Like you can take photos. It's good for like a photo shoot and that's it. And then, oh my god. Like it's a very cute idea and it's neat. You sleep in like tents. I didn't look at all of these pictures. There's so many. Like, in my opinion, this would be fun. Okay, wait, if that's the tent, that looks a lot cuter than like what I imagined. How do I zoom in? How do I zoom in? How do I? Oh, there we go. Like, if that's the tent, that's much cuter than I was picturing. But still. Like, this is something I'd want to do as a day trip. I can't imagine, like, actually renting it out. Oh, look, it does have a picture of the tent. Like, yeah, okay. The way the person was describing the tent made it not sound cute or themed at all. So, like, the tent is cute. But also, yeah, like, what are you supposed to do? None of that looks comfortable either. So, like, even if you wanted to, like, hang out and, like, have a cute little, you know, slumber party movie vibes or whatever on the couches and stuff, it doesn't look comfy. It's all hard plastic. So, anyway, that's the thing my mom sent me. That she was like, you didn't respond. There you go. There you go, Mom. I responded. I'll have to call her and tell her specifically or text her. I'm so tired all of a sudden. Oh, yeah, 4 hours. Remember when I said I was going to end stream like 45 minutes ago? I'm not the target audience for this. I was an old school Polly Pocket girly, and I was a 2010 or like 2K Polly Pocket girly when they got bigger. Loved them. Absolutely loved them. We also missed seeing Kit's house when we were in New England. From the American Girl? Yeah, Lasana, exactly. Like, that's something. I do appreciate that you have to rent it out, although I can't imagine how expensive it was. I wasn't paying attention. Because then you don't have to worry about, like, taking turns or whatever. Or people getting in your way. And it's probably easier for her to maintain the quality, but also I imagine she is booked out for a very long time. Okay, I'm very tired. I'm going to go now. Oh! That Kit. I was like, I don't think the American Girl Kit lived in New England. I thought they lived in, like, California. I don't actually know now. I'm gonna have to Google it. Okay. Have a good day. Evening. Whatever. I'll see you tomorrow.